Welcome to the Zildjian Company. My name is Craigie Zildjian, and I'm the first female CEO of the family business. I'm Armand Zildjian's daughter, granddaughter to Avidus Zildjian. In so many respects, Avidus, my grandfather, was ahead of his time. For example, he continuously told me and my sister Debbie that there was no reason women couldn't be just as successful in business as men.
I'm Debbie Zildjian, and I'm Vice President of Human Resources. I've been officially involved with the company, I would say, now for about 25 years, but of course, as the daughter of Armand and the granddaughter of Avidus Zildjian, I've been involved in the family business my whole life. This business is the cymbal-making business, the Armand Zildjian Cymbal Company.
CYMBAL, used in religious ceremonies and in janissary bands in Turkey. My family is Armenian, but lived on the European side of Constantinople in a town named Samatia.
It dates back to 1623, when Avidus I discovered the secret formula for making an incredibly clear and brilliant sounding cymbal.
His cymbals did sound different from anything that had ever been created before. The Sultan took note, asked Avidus to join the court and to make special cymbals for him. So he lived in the palace. And in 1623, the Sultan allowed Avidus to go out on his own. And so that's what we call the birth of the Zildjian Company, 1623. Zildjian. Z-I-L is Turkish or Armenian for cymbal. DJ is maker. And I-A-N is an Armenian suffix for son of a cymbal maker, cymbalsmith. Dating back to 1623, the Zildjian Company is the oldest family business in America. In 1972, this factory was completed. We only manufacture here in Norwell, Massachusetts. We moved into this building really to celebrate our 350th anniversary. In 1929, the business was located in Quincy, north of here.
The original factory on 39 Fayette Street was very close to the train station, and that was convenient in the early days when the company was starting up. Drummers would come to Boston, take the train down to the factory. That's when the business really started to take shape. He became very, very close with Gene Krupa. Gene asked my grandfather, can you make a thinner cymbal for the drum kit instead of these heavy marching cymbals? Because cymbals had always been heavy marching cymbals. And he did, and it just became really popular. Joe Jones came along, really popularized the hi-hat. And all these terms never existed before, so you have to just make a name up. Well, this sounds like crash cymbal, so we're going to call it a crash. And this is sort of a ride beat. That's a ride cymbal. All of that terminology originated here with my grandfather and the drumming community. So this was the emergence, really, of the drum kit as we know it. And my grandfather was an important part of that. Artists love to come here, visit us, and we love to have them. One of the most fun parts about being in this business is when a drummer comes here for the first time, to see how excited he or she gets. When the office was first built back in 1972, my father, who was very artistic as well as being musical, wanted the lobby to have that Middle Eastern feel, to have it recall the history of our company and our family. And that's why we have a lot of oriental rugs, the shape and design of the columns there. And, of course, now we've added the drum kits. We started asking some of our dearest and closest endorsers if they'd be willing to donate a kit, because they're just such a part of our history. So this really began with Elvin Jones's kit. And that's a very special kit because Elvin was just such a very warm, enthusiastic, happy person. And he made a number of visits here and got the biggest kick out of seeing his drum set there. And then right next to Elvin's kit, we have a replica of Ringo Starr's kit, which brings you right back to the era of the Beatles. I mean, you look at the kit and you really feel like it's 1964 all over again. And then across from them, we have more of the modern artist kit in Travis Barker. Travis's kit features the platinum cymbals, which we manufactured in the 1980s. And then right next to Travis's kit, we have Dennis Chambers, and that's just a fabulous kit. It's this bright, bright yellow, and knowing Dennis, that's his color, and it just, big excitement, big big kit that he used on the Santana tour.
We have Buddy Rich's set here. Buddy gave that to my father as a gift. My father had to have been his biggest fan. And there's the quote there that when Buddy was dying of a brain tumor, my father said, "I've got your drum set, Buddy." And Buddy turned to my father and said, "Zilj, take care of it, won't you?" And the next day he was gone. But we have a part of Buddy Rich here, as we do with Max Roach. He wrote a score on Pies of Quincy. Pies, a nickname for cymbals. Quincy is where we used to be before we moved to Norwell.